Welcome back, Bandidos. We are live. It's Friday, TGIF, May 17th, almost 5:30 p.m. in the Pacific Northwest. And we got some work ahead of us. That's right. We're going to load up some builds. We're going to be talking about expertise and working on the must-have builds that you should have in your loadouts.
Dig the way out. I'm rolling in the tack dog. How late you wanna stay out? It's past your curfew when it's dark. I'm searching for you in the park. Shady murdered him, another person. He just hit his mark. He met his quota for the month. They found the coda all rolled up inside a bag. He probably dragged the body for about a block.
Here we go. Here we go. What up, Bandidos? So yeah, today we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off the other day, but which was a team support wingman tank DPS build, but we're gonna kind of pivot just a little bit. And what up, Sinister Wolf? Yeah, that's an Eminem song. I can't remember what it's called exactly, to be honest with you. Sorry, I'd have to look it up. And so yeah, we're gonna be pivoting just a little bit because one of the things we were talking about is, well, there's always these topics that come up related to expertise, and one of the things that we don't do very often is put expertise on our builds, on our gear. We do on our weapons, we do on our skills and specializations, weapons. And that's because it's expensive, it's a process, it costs resources. But one of the things that I've been talking to with the community is about level 12 being the perfect level of expertise. And the reason why it's perfect is because it doesn't cost rare resources. They're all really common resources. But yeah, it's still resources. So a day one noob is going to have a difficult time loading up to 12. Plus, they're not going to be at expertise 12. But eventually you get there. And so one of the things that I was suggesting that you do, or what everybody's probably doing anyways, is loading up all of their weapons, the keepers, the weapons that are going to be around for a long time, the weapons that you're going to use on a semi-regular basis at least, to at least level 12, and then everything else you don't add any expertise on, and then your favorites, your go-tos, your key weapons, you're going to take to max expertise, which should be a very limited amount of gear, right? Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Sorry about that. And so what I mean, like you might have like 5 or 6 things, you know, maybe it's like, for me, it's like the Nemesis, the Regulus, the Mantis, St. Elmo's, Ouroboros, you know, whatever, probably a few more, but it's very limited on what I'm going to be taking to max. And then I also put my TAC 50 on that list. And then probably a few standard snipers, the 1886, the D50, and that's pretty much about it. And then everything else that I use, I'll probably just end up loading it up to 12 and just keep it there unless I decide one of them is going to be my new go-to, my meta, my favorite, you know? So, but that being said, you kind of get to that place. Okay, so all of my usable weapons are level 12. All of my favorite weapons are expertise 25. Well, now what? What are you grinding for? Like, seriously, what are you grinding for? So it's eventually becomes time to start turning your resources towards your gear. You do get to that point. I'm at that point. And so I'm at level, and so let me show you here what I'm talking about. So let's go to our tinkering. So if we look at my expertise, I'm at level 25. How many weapons do I have at level 25? 0. Like literally 0. The highest level I have is my TAC 50 at, oh, I'm on the wrong character, sorry. But my TAC 50 is at 20 on my other character, and then my Ouroboros is also at 20. So that's the highest weapon I have, is at 20. And so, you know, and I'm also kind of doing a project, so I'm seeing how long it takes to get to max on my exotic components. So I'm sort of saving them. But I have a really good idea. I think by the end of the season, I'm probably gonna have accumulated at least 500, and I haven't been grinding super hard. I haven't even done countdown, which is like the main way to get exotics. So without doing countdown, I've gotten about 500 by the end of the season. I'm about 400 right now. So anyways, so I haven't taken anything to 25 just because I'm sitting on my exotics right now. But that being said, so now I have enough resources. So this is my bet, one of my mules, right? So look at my mule's watch here. I got 12,000 points. This is my 4th character. All of my characters have this many points. All of these resources here are what's used between levels 0 and 12. So the question is like, shit, that's a lot of gear you can start rolling up to level 12. But it's the same process that we're gonna go through on the gear as you do with the other weapons. You're not just gonna load everything up, every gear item, but those key builds. Like, so for me, one of the most important builds to load armor on, excuse me, is my XP farm builds. And then the striker build, because the striker's like our go-to DPS, right? So like those types of builds, we know are gonna be sticking around for a while. Maybe hot shot, definitely some key exotic gear like the memento backpack because you wear it so much, maybe the ninja bike because you wear it so much, maybe the coyote because you might wear it a lot. And so we're gonna go through that process, and then can also kind of demonstrate my process of doing that. And then we're also gonna be playing, so this isn't gonna take a lot of time here, but we're also gonna be assembling those key builds. Because it's like, well, where do I start? Where do you start? Well, here, we're gonna do that. So we're gonna put together this sort of template, and your builds might differ than mine depending on what you play, but there's a few really important builds out there, right? So like your Incursion build, which also might be your raid builds, your solo XP build, there's at least 3 variations of that. And then your go-to DPS, which might also be your legendary build. And then maybe some skill builds, 1 or 2 skill builds. We'll figure out which ones those are going to be. That's where some people are probably going to take a turn, because my favorite might not be your favorite, but they all work. If that makes sense. So we're going to go through that. So with your help, we'll come up with what builds we would recommend to, as a general, really good set to consider adding expertise to when it comes to gear slots. Again, it's a process. So you're not going to add expertise to your gear until all your key weapons, skills, and specialization weapons are where they need to be with their expertise. So that being said, the mules, this is also a continued conversation about mules. They're so important. So what I'm doing, my goal, and why this is happening tonight, is because my goal is I got to spend this watch down to 0. I want to spend every point on this watch so that I can go ahead and run my mule through New York. So in other words, delete this character and run him through New York as before before the new season starts, so that I start the new season with a really rich character. Now the reality is that all of my characters, I got more points than I could ever dream of spending across all my characters over like 6 seasons probably, you know what I mean? Like, because there's always a choke point on a resource when it comes to expertise, and it's usually going to be the exotic components, because you can only farm those so fast. But everything else I have unlimited of, even weaves and stuff like that. So except for brand, that's the other choke point, branded weaves, right? So like if you want to craft a bunch of palisades, you need to actually go out and farm palisade pieces you can deconstruct. So that's my other choke point. So those are my 2 choke points on things. One is exotic components, and the other thing is branded weaves. Those are the things that slow me down. Otherwise, I would have all the unicorns I could ever dream of. But you have to go out there and collect 1,000 weaves at least, right? So, because it takes a lot of crafting to get those unicorns. Anyways, so my goal is to spend on this watch as, not that I really need the points, but more to demonstrate good practice. Because I want to practice what I preach, and what I'm suggesting to the community is like, hey, fill up on all your resources, drain down your 4th character, go spend the 3 to 5 hours, depending on how long it takes you to do your mules. Go spend the 3 to 5 hours once a season, and you can have all the resources that you can dream of for the coming season. And just, at the cost of only 3 to 5 hours is so affordable. And to not have to worry about resources is amazing. And the reason why is because when a new season drops, it's the grind, right? It's the only time we grind for gear. So new season drops, you get the rewards track, and then we're grinding those 100 levels. But then we need to go and grind for the actual variations of the gear they're dropping us. For example, you know, I think it was Aegis and yeah, so Aegis. So you might want Aegis with crits, Aegis with headshot damage, Aegis with armor regen, whatever. And then you got Palisades. So you might want Palisade all red, Palisades all blue, Palisades with skill things. And so you end up having to go out there and farm. But the thing is that the devs are now really consistent on giving us blueprints, right? So like, here's an Aegis blueprint. So why not just craft? Just craft all your Aegis, right? Now, that only takes you so far because you're gonna end up running out of Aegis weaves, right? So branded weaves, you can't craft without those. So it's a mixed process, but it's a save. It's a damn time saver. So you're gonna go to Countdown, you're gonna be farming for Aegis. You know, all the junk is, you're happy to get the junk because you're gonna crush it and use those weaves at the crafting bench. And then the keepers are keepers. So you're accomplishing your goal, right? And you're able to also do it outside of Countdown because Countdown can get boring to just go loop after loop after loop, of course. So you do want to split up the activity with your crafting bench, but it costs resources to do that. And so how nice would it be to not have to worry about resources? And that's also going to help you with your, not just your expertise, but of course your tinkering, which is recalibration and optimization. So first, I'm over here on this fourth character so I can spend these watch points and not my other character's watch points. So what I'm gonna do here is load up on all my resources before we do this. So we'll just go ahead and add a point. Hold on, let me move my pedestal here. Okay, so I'm on my fourth character. Sorry about that. Get back on the pace here. So fourth character, we got 12,000 points. So we're gonna just load everything up here without wasting. So about right there. And then we're gonna switch back to my other character and apply the expertise to, we're gonna start applying to, we're gonna start with the XP farm build. Well, Watch has been doing a good job staying full lately. Global events help there. You know, you get those reward tracks and all the XP farming too. Earlier in the season, I topped off my expertise at 25. I hadn't been focusing on it. I got to about 20, 21 organically, just by donating garbage into the system. But once I took my mules through, I was like, oh, I have so many points. I'm just going to spend them. So, yeah, I pumped in a bunch of printer filament into the expertise to get me to 25 and just finished it off. So, if you haven't seen the video, I have a video on this, on the mule process called How to Get Rich Making Mules. And so basically one of the things I'm recommending is to set yourself up for success and make this, you know, just part of your seasonal routine. Because at the end of the season, it's really nice that they pump us full of global events like we have now. We have 3, like back to back, basically. We just completed 1, so we got 2 more. Because you need those resources again going into the next season, so that you can craft and optimize and do all that crap you need to do to get that new gear where it needs to be. And more importantly, there's the possibility, we don't know, but there's the possibility that exotic gear will be able to be re-rolled this season, starting the season, maybe on a limited basis, maybe on a full-time basis, a full gear set basis, whatever you call it, all exotics, or maybe not at all yet. Maybe they're not going to roll it on roll it to the game yet. We don't know for sure. So then the other thing that you're looking to, I won't do all of this right now. I'm just going to do what I need to do. But the other thing you're going to want to do to spend down watch points is make sure you're full on all of these things, right? So we just did those. But so I'm full there. I'm full there. not full there, you see. But this is a really easy way to spend down your watch because this stuff is expensive, really expensive. And so you're going to want to fill up on these. But I do want to get some chest piece ones because I've been needing to do that. So I'm going to quickly load up on some of these. So you spend these when you optimize gear for the most part. And craft, I think. What up, Chris? And this is a very annoying and boring process. So, you know, I wish there was a faster way to do it. Because you need a lot. Like when you're optimizing your chest piece, you'll see that you need a lot of these. It's like, man. I think the bundle should be larger. I try not to spend points for my main character. Only so that I can use those points on the fly when I have to. Okay. I mean, you would think 300 is enough, but it's not. Let me just get to like 500 and call it good, and I'll do the rest later offline. We're supposed to get quality of life updates. I would like this to be in there. Like, let me just tell you how much I want. Okay, I'm out of protective fabric, so we're good. And you could, I think you can buy protective fabric, can't you? Maybe not. No, I don't think you can. I think you gotta buy gear and then deconstruct it for that. All right. Yeah. So to get protective fabric, as an example, you could. What does it need? Oh, I can't craft that. I spent too many protective fabrics. So you have to go to the store and spend E credits, as an example. Let me just show you real quick.
Let me be your one-stop shop.
So I'll buy some gear here. Palisades I'll buy, actually. Hey, that's actually not a bad Palisades. I didn't notice that was for sale. Skill damage, skill haste with glass cannon. That's a good skill piece. You put a skill tier on there. Yeah, I'll buy one of those. Anyway, so when you need... So E credits are cheap, right? So this is only costing me E credits. So it's an easy way to get some of this back. Okay, let me just... I'll save one of them. All right, and then you get some weaves. Chest weaves. You got 8. Oh, protective fabrics. That's what we're looking for. 230. But this is also a fast way to get Palisades named materials. See how I got 8 of those? So that's important too. It's faster than going to Countdown. It's boring to come here and buy 8 100 Palisade chest pieces and sell them. But the cost is E credits, and E credits are so cheap on your gear, right? I mean, from your watch perspective, so cheap. I mean, I could load this up very easily, but I'm not going to. Okay. Yeah, 4 characters is key, right? Okay, we're out of here. Yeah, the faction tacticals, exactly. So I make sure everything is full before. I mean, I literally spin down that watch and make sure everything's full. 12,000 points isn't that easy to spend. Because last time I ran through New York, I think I had like 7,000 or 8,000 points on that character, and it was pretty hard to spend it all. So make sure you give yourself time to do it. You know, over a course of maybe 2 weeks. So just kind of, and that's why I'm kind of doing it now, because I'm in anticipation mode. So this is a good time to insert. Like, next couple of weeks I'm gonna be crazy busy. So we have X Defiant launching on the 21st. That's just a few days out. So Starfield put out that new patch, the next gen patch. It's actually pretty darn good. So I was tinkering around in Starfield to test it out, and the patch came out pretty darn good, I gotta say. So I'm gonna do a little bit more tinkering, but if that goes all good, then I'm gonna start integrating that into our video and stream production, because I really like Starfield, and it was just the stability that turned me off. I haven't played it since November. And then they made the announcement around that time that they were gonna do all these patches, and so they've been doing a bunch of patches, but this last patch is got me excited to check it out. So, but hopefully I can convince some of you to take a look at that game. It is an amazing one. I've been really enjoying it. And I would have live streamed it earlier, but it was so fucking broken. I mean, it was crashing all the time. I was like, I just can't push this game on anybody right now. Okay, so this is the first build we're gonna start with. So this is my XP farm build. Hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, this is my XP farm build, my main go-to XP farm build. And it evolves. So when they give us something cool in a new season, then I update it. But as you can see, my TAC 50 is level 20. This is level 17. The shotgun's level 12. And the D50 is level, what is that? 19. So yeah. And then today, as you can see, I already have my memento loaded up with 14% armor, because I use a memento a lot, right? And the memento gives bonus armor and regen, so that pays dividends. And so what we're gonna do here is take a look at our armor, okay? So if we look at our armor values, let's see how this 12% adds up, what number that actually takes us to, but it's kind of predictable. 1.87, right? We're at 1.87 there, okay. So let's start. We gotta go tinker. Let's see, I think you gotta do it the other way, right? This is kind of annoying for me all the time. Tinkering, expertise, mask. No, gear. It's kind of annoying to have to do it this way, right? We're looking for Hunter's Fury, I guess. Yeah, Hunter's Fury. And then you got to make sure it's the one you have equipped, which that looks right. Okay. And then we're going to upgrade. So let's look at, so that you can see the just basic materials, except it's asking for a bunch of shit that I just spent. And so I kind of made a boo-boo there, which is the fabric. So I might have to buy more. Yeah, you see that? Oh, that's so annoying that I did that. My bad, guys. I spent so much on the other character. I used up all my fabric. So let's just do this again real quick. Need more space. Hold on, let me offload some shit. It's actually full. Okay, good. There we go. Yeah, Lady Death it's always kind of obsolete for PvE, small. You know? Kind of always has been. I mean, some people really like it. Certain content like it. Like, I actually like the Lady Death when we're doing, like, League events or, whatchamacallit? The Summit. I like it in the Summit. But everywhere else, it's just like against elites, you know, heroic open world, it's just sort of like, all right, you know? It gets annoying to have to reload all the time, mostly. You know what I mean? And you can make the mag bigger, but it's just not really worth it. And it also, it's like you against the world, right? I mean, it's you against 50 guys in a control point. And so you get pinned down. You know, you get pinned down, and where are your amplified stacks then, right? They're not there. You use them up in one mag, and then you reload, and you got nothing left, you know? Okay, I think that'll get us at a good spot there. Plus, I need Palisades too, so it kind of works out. So that's 782. So it gives us 1400. Let's see how well that takes us here. Okay. Let's figure out how to get there. It's fucking annoying. Put on his Fury. There. And then we were doing the mask. Okay. So it's going to cost me 96 every upgrade here, but that eventually stops. And it starts using different resources once we get to level 6. All right, so it's still using those, unfortunately. But pushes. So it's not a rare resource. I just happened to be low on them because I was doing a lot of crafting. So protective fabric, you know. So all those caches, you know, when you delete things and shit like that, that goes. Okay, so here's the last one. That pushes us to 12%. There we go. And then we hold there because the next one's going to cost me an exotic, and that's what we don't want to spend. So if we look at our stats, 1.878. Which makes sense. We were at 1.87 basically. So, and the 1.87 included that 14% there. So now we need to do it on the other pieces. But let me just buy a few more of these before I do that. Buying these, they're cheaper, huh? It's a good idea. Except I need Palisades too, so I'm kind of cool with that. Unless there's Palisade needs somewhere. Okay. So let's see here. Tinkering. No, God, I always do that every time. Nope. Expertise. Okay, and then Hunter's Fury. And then gloves. So hey, is anybody playing Skull and Bones out there? Or has anybody tried it? I think I think you can buy that game for $20 right now. It got not so great reviews. To say the least. Oh yeah, good point, Firebird. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. It's kind of okay. I mean, I like the idea of being like this notorious pirate and having a fleet. I kind of like that idea, but you know, no end game, huh? I hate that. That's almost a killer for me. No end game. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of not interested. I mean, but doesn't a good pirate game sound cool though? Like Skull and Bones aside, just a good pirate game sounds cool to me, you know? But yeah, you want it to hit home, no doubt. I guess I might as well open these, huh? I'm gonna crack open the Chameleon again here shortly too, by the way. Might get around to that today. been a minute since we run it. Okay, so did we finish the gloves? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we only got 2 more pieces to do here. Actually, the chest I do want to do, but we're focusing on this for the moment. Hold on. Expertise. I wish it wasn't always the same too. I wish like when you were on holsters, it went after different things, different than the chest, just so it spreads out the stuff. Yeah, I mean I got the a good little pirate fix from, you know, Starfield, not to plug Starfield again, but just being truthful here, like, because it's kind of a space, you got this little space pirate thing going. I'm actually, you know, really in on the RPG side. Just got me on the RPG side over there. I turned myself into a gun runner, or an arms dealer, I should say, an arms dealer. That's kind of how I built my character out. Started as a drug lord, manufacturing drugs, and then got into a weapon manufacturing, and then human enhancements, soldier enhancements. So, you know, you can actually literally craft chems. You can create chems, inhalers and stuff like that. And you could sell them and stuff like that. So kind of my character's thing is to supply the factions. Oh, I need money, maybe. So that's kind of what my character's built on there. But anyways, so you can like, there's actual space pirates in that game. They're called the Crimson Tide is what they're called, the Crimson Tide. And they're space pirates. And so you can join that faction. And then you can be a double agent, and then you're forced to pick a side. But it's kind of neat. And then you could actually hijack ships. So it's actually a thing. Anyway, so it got me a little bit of space pirating. But I would like to, you know, have a ship that you build out. I mean, you know me, I love builds. I love builds. And that's why I like Starfield, is because you can build ships and you can build your character's skills, and then you can build weapons. And so I want that out of a pirate game too. And I know it's kind of got that, but it seems kind of cartoony in Skull and Bones. But man-made. Thank you, sir.
Ha! That's my boy!
No, wrong menu again. See, every time I do that. But I thought about testing it just to... But I wanted to kind of go off of your guys' opinion out there, so I might do a poll on a community poll, like that will hit your feed maybe tomorrow or something like that, just to see if anybody's curious. I mean, because I would do it to see if people are curious about the game, and then be able to give, like, you know, maybe a 20 hours in recommendation kind of thing. So there we go. We're 12 there. Now going for the knees. But the no end game thing is always, yeah, a bummer. One and done? You know? No, sir. What do you guys think about the controversy around Assassin's Creed having a black samurai as the protagonist, one of the protagonists. I mean, Star Wars had the same thing, right? When in the movie, when they started coming out with the newer versions. But it's a real character. Not much is known about him. I was watching the deep dives from the story, from the writers. They basically know his role and a few of his affiliations, but not much else. Because he came over as a slave to Japan. And then, so he, from the Portuguese. And I don't know what happened from there, but he was affiliated with the Jesuits. And then became a samurai of service for one of the warlords, I guess we'll call him. Okay, tinkering is which menu? This one? Nope, hit the wrong one again. Expertise every time. Yeah, there was a white one too, right? Yeah. And somebody else put that comment. I saw that too. It's like everybody got upset when there was a white one too, right? Like. But you know what I liked about it, and one of the writers had a really good point, is that, I mean, some people say, might say, well, it's not as authentic. I can get that angle, you know, like coming from a Japanese-born whatever. But the girl provides that, right? The shinobi girl, Iwa, I think her name is. But it's one of the writers was like, well, it's really cool because he's discovering Japan just like you are, the traditions and the people. And so you get to discover it through his eyes because you're also, as a player, discovering Japan, feudal Japan in the 1500s especially, right? So I was like, that's a really damn good point. You know what I mean? So there we go. So we started at 1.7 and we're at 1.9 and we got one more to go. Will it take us to 2,000? I mean, 2 million? I don't think so, but it'll be damn close, huh? This one. Nope. This one. Nope. This one. Okay, so chess. No, we got to go to the brand, I think, on this one. Palisades. We're looking for the chess piece. There it is. Okay. See how high I can take it. We're almost done. This is the last one. Yeah, but well, no, I mean, he was a big guy too. He's described the character they were describing him. He's a big guy. I don't think he blends well at all. You know, he's giant. I mean, you see him in one of the fight scenes where he just picks up the guy that's attached to the dangerous end of a sword. You know, like a shish kebab. You know how samurais have that baseball bat looking weapon too, the club? That's a cool weapon. I mean, it's hard to choose that over a sword, I gotta say, but I was reading up on some samurai lore, and what was interesting is the samurai's weapon of choice is the bow and arrow, the spear, and then the sword. Isn't that interesting? Like the sword was more of a sidearm. Or obviously it took the role in close quarter combat. But they were all, many of them were on horseback, and so yeah, I don't know. I thought that was interesting. Okay, so I want to click on this one this time. Okay, got it right. All right. Okay, this should do it. Palisades, chest. Finish this off. Yeah, mounted archers. That's right, David. Yeah. Samurai is an interesting culture, huh? I've always enjoyed the movies about them. Ones that are especially accurate on their traditions. Man-made again, hitting us up.
Ha! That's my boy!
Thanks for making it rain, man-made. Because it's just like Tom Cruise's one, The Last Samurai, whatever it's called. That was I thought that was a really nice insight. They just seem so much more advanced than the Western culture during those times, you know? Almost. So yeah, we're not quite to 2 million. That's too bad, huh? We don't got any armor modifiers like total armor. That would be nice there, but cool. Let's go give her a spin, shall we? So everything's where it needs to be. My fixer is not though. Let's see, what does it take? Let's see. Hold on. Let me upgrade this one real quick because I want to see. If it's gonna ask for weaves, because I don't remember. That was a fixer, right? It doesn't. Cool. So that's for components, whatever you call those. Which we have plenty of those. Okay, so let's get this up to 12. And so this is loading this up on duration. We'll take it. And skills, I would suggest taking them all the way to the top. But again, I'm not going to because I'm saving my exotics right now. And prioritize your damage skill. Excuse me, your damage skills first. All right, now we're good. All right, and my decoy is already set. So now let's go kill things, shall we? And see. What I want to see is how I feel. But this build's already pretty damn effective, we'll say. Okay, what do we got? Backpack mods. What's the project today, by the way? DC Outskirts. Camp White Oak, that's not bad. And the zoo. Huh. That'd be a bad one to do. We haven't done the summit for the week, but I'm on floor 95, so there's that. Yeah, small. Yeah, I didn't get my first one until I was about watch 4,000, but it is easier. Yeah, I'm with you, Genghison. Game is good. The game is good, right? Well, there's that, and then some transparency. I think is going to be a good thing too. Like the silence from the devs thing that's happening across the entire industry is a plague. It feels like a virus, you know, to not know what's happening with your game, and this is something you're investing time in. I know if the game is good, the game is good, and the truth is, even with the dev silence, I still end up playing the game, which sucks. In a way, right? But yeah, but I get your point. I know that was more of a side note I made there. Skill mods on the fixer drone. I mean, basically you got duration, which I didn't have the right one on. So duration, that's a special mod because I'm running sharpshooter there. But duration, armor repair, that's the most important one. And then health, so it doesn't get shot down. So it's pretty basic. Let me save that. So this is my XP farm build, and it's sort of semi-advanced. Now, a new player can totally use it, but you're gonna need your watch to be at least 1,000 to get the most out of this. Now, if you don't have your watch at level 1,000, you can still run this build, but you're gonna have to make concessions. You're gonna have to lose some armor cores and take off the protection from elites. So if you look at my stats, you must be at 150% headshot damage. I'm at 155, so I'm like right there. And so that's why. And so, and then I happen to have expertise. So the build doesn't need expertise, But if you find yourself not being able to one-shot kill consistently, then, you know, take off the protection from elites. You don't need it. We got 30% armor on kill, right? 10% from this. So it's over the top in survivability. You got your 20% armor on kill there, and then you're getting 60% bonus armor on kill. So I'm running the armor on kill on the chest because I don't need any more damage. You know, so what else am I going to put there? Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and next season, this might change a little bit because we're getting some rifle pieces. So maybe I put on the, whatever you call that, Zyadoska chest piece. Maybe I'll take the more ammo. Maybe not. Probably not. I think I'd rather have armor on kill than more ammo, but okay, we need to get ammo. Speaking of ammo, let's find somebody to kill. You dog, get over here. There's a squad of dudes around, right? I mean, we can hang back and cover too, but all right. Let's let them come to us.
Reinforcements incoming.
So if you hang in cover, you'll get ammo. D50 swings everywhere. There it is. Leave me alone. Thank you. Okay, let's get our ammo. 150 rounds, so we're in good shape. Let's put it in our other weapon. Oh, actually, this isn't supposed to be a shotgun here. This is supposed to be... Oh, I took off all my weapons. That's not supposed to be a shotgun. But that's okay. So I'm normally running the Nemesis, which gets us to our headshot kill proficiency faster. So you get your first kill with the Nemesis, and then you're chain killing elites from there. But without the Nemesis, I'll have to take a couple extra shots here. Get up to speed. But we'll eventually be one-shotting everything. That decoy lasted forever, by the way. That decoy was just died. All right, we're good to go now. So I got TAC 50 ammo. So once you get TAC 50 ammo, you don't need the Nemesis anymore. So you only need the Nemesis like right up front. Now we're one-shotting everything. The boss won't be a one-shot killing. He requires a little more lead encouragement. You know what I mean. Really? Dick.
Incoming hostiles detected.
So that armor is helping out the bonus armor. The protection from elites is helping out the bonus armor. And then we're getting armor regen. So the armor, more armor regen because of our 12% increase in armor. Not that we need it, but it's there. When you mostly when you need it is when you're right thumbed and you're being hammered by like 3 different enemies. It works.
Supply room access unlocked.
Yeah, I hope they went back Alpine. I really do too. I'm so on the edge of my seat about that. Yeah, don't look at my Genghis, don't look at my watch. I've been playing since almost day one and have never left because they keep dropping shitty video games. No, you know what's crazy? Again, not plugging Starfield intentionally, but the only game that I've pumped in actual hours into, is Starfield. I tried Avatar because it was a big title, and so I covered it for like a minute, but it did not hit home. But I put in hundreds of hours into Starfield. I mean, wait till you see what I've built over there. It's crazy. And that's since 2019. I had a little overlap with Battlefield 4. Oh, I guess I did Call of Duty. That's right. I did do a little bit of Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 when it came out. That didn't last super long, though. There was that. I probably had 100 hours in that.
Hello, agent.
one shotito. I like that. So that works. So this is obviously going to be on my recommended list. Let's go back in, but let's make a different build now. I'm not going to roll expertise on it, but the idea here is to give you the suggested builds and be like, hey, look, if you're going to put 12% expertise on your gear, here's 5 or 6 builds that I would do it to, because you're destined to get the hours out of that build to make the investment worth it. So, but let me just fix this one thing on this build, and then we're going to swap to a different one here. So stash, we need the Nemesis. So this runs as a Nemesis as a backup. Mostly just to get the party started. So it's level 20 Nemesis. There we go. Okay, let me save this officially. So that's one. Okay, which one should we do next? Should we do we might want to do the DPS one kind of towards the end, because we can run that one through the projects. So what do you think? A hot shot one next? That's probably a good one. Let's do the hot shot one next. I'll put together like a standard one here. Because what do you mean my inventory is full? Oh, this thing always gets full here. Do you guys get mad at me if I get a 13% protection from elites today? It's a good shot. He's small. I actually have gotten, I think 2 from the E-small. And I think they both came from the crash site. Okay. So we'll do a hot shot. So you're going to need a good sniper build, right? And sniper builds are kind of sort of on the major OP list of things. So what I'll do is give you the strongest one I got here. And then you guys could go from there on what you want to do with it. But, you know, just kind of somewhat standardized versions of builds, not too highly customized for different play styles. But So that way it's available for all types of content. So this one would be like, yeah, there's no doubt it's going to be the strongest sniper build, literally the strongest one for all of legendary, heroic, whatever you want to do. There we go. And this is actually also a really good XP farm build, by the way. Yeah, I was thinking about the SR1 on this. Yeah. Yeah, Genghison, I'm working on another video. It's kind of got me consumed, so if I sometimes seem a little bit busy, because this is kind of a really hot video I got coming up next. It's basically the roadmap from like day one, I just bought the game and have never played before, to I'm the strongest I can possibly be in the end game. It's going to be a roadmap, because you have all these guides out there, right? There's all these guides. And we're like, and a new guide drops tomorrow, and there's a guide that came out 6 months ago, but like in what order, new players come in going like, what is he talking about? Level 40? Like, what is level 40? I'm level 20. Like, I'm level 500. Am I? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do first? So it's gonna be like literally a roadmap, like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and then, you know, won't go into super high detail on everything, but it's mostly going to be like, do this, these are your steps now, and then go find your list of videos, which I've made most of them anyways. So you can go back to my channel, my playlist. So I have a playlist for new players, but either way, it's sort of, whether you watch my guides or somebody else's, doesn't matter. But now you have a list and order in which you need to research. So you'll be like, okay, so I need to figure out, how to create a mule, for example. I'm level 40. I'm ready to create a mule. I need to figure out how to create a mule according to Tux. He's saying now is a good time to start creating mules. So now you can go on YouTube and say how to create a mule, and you'll see different people's ideas and the fastest way to create a mule. And, you know, you can watch mine. You can watch other people's videos, and, you know, but now you know I'm going to create something that gives you that guide. So you're not watching how to create mules and you just started the game yesterday, right? It's not helpful for you. I mean, information is good, knowledge is power, but, you know, so much information, it can be overwhelming. Yeah, roadmap to success, yeah. And even for not so new players too, because it'll still apply, because if you'll be able to say, well, oh, that's exactly where I'm at. You know, I'm watched 1,000, now I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm watched 3,000, you know, now I know what to do, you know. So if you're at watch 3,000, now it's basically how to get rich, you know. I don't really like it, Degenerate, the lightweight M4. No, I don't. For me, it's like high-end rifle, or, I mean, the lowest I'll go is the CQB, the, what do you call it? I don't think I have it here. Sorry, I'm just kind of duffing the name right now, but the SIG CQB, that's the name. The SIG CQB, that's the lowest I'll go in the rifle category. I have done the USC 45. I do have some really cool builds for that, or a build for that. But, you know, it gets by. It's solo content. Okay, so I think so. I would normally, for me, I don't actually choose the SR1, but it is probably the best weapon out there for you. Guess I don't need this one. This is the same, right? So for me, I usually go with the Model 700 because it's the strongest, literally, non-exotic. But the SR1 is technically better, even though it's not the strongest. It's the second strongest, but it's better because of the mods and the reload time, and it gets the job done. So I put stability everywhere on mine, +5 rounds. So we're running 4-piece hot shot, but let's get this all red for us. Yeah. I mean, you could put armor, but just for these demonstrations, I'm not going to. I'm going to run a pretty prototypical, I'll call it, hotshot build, and this is what that would look like. So I'd have a rifle as a backup, the D50 as a backup for sure, and then my primary would be the SR1. Whether you're new or experienced, this is probably the best sniper in the game. Okay, even better than the Nemesis. Arguably better than the Mantis. The Mantis is pretty dope, but Determined is hard to say no to. But if you like sniping, the Mantis is up there, like way up there. Unlimited decoys is god tier, to be honest with you. Either way, so you have this, and then the Model 700 is stronger, but the reload is quite a bit different, like in a not a good way. So there's that, and I don't have expertise on this, but I will. I'm just not going to bore you with that right now. But of course, sharpshooter, and then 4 pieces hot shot. That's going to give you automatic reloads, bonus armor, armor on kill, great weapon handling, and then you have headshot damage everywhere, right? And so if you want the strongest sniper setup, then this isn't necessarily it, but it's darn close. You would actually not run 4 pieces of hot shot. You would actually run, which one is it? Providence or Raldi. I think it's Providence though. I think that's what we're running. Maybe the contractors. They're all really close. Can't remember what that 4th piece was, but either way, but we end up putting on the 4th piece because the utility is just nice. So even though it's not the very tippity top strongest, it's strong enough to get everything done. And then the 2 pieces of Habsburg is undeniable. You gotta run 2 pieces of Habsburg. Mine's got status effects. I'd rather have weapon handling, but I just haven't got that yet. And then Headhunter there, and you want your all red cores here because you're playing from cover, so you're doing pretty good, even in Legendary. Vigilance, and then Habsburg, 20% marksman rifle, 15% headshot damage is really strong. So this is what that build looks like. So let me save this. Yeah, let's save it over that one. And then let's rename that. All right, let's go give it a quick demonstration and kill something while we're at it, huh? You've all seen this hotshot build, I'm sure. But I want to mix in some intermittent combat as we assemble these builds. So just 1 control point each. Let's go over here. Yeah, that SR1 has always been good, right? Youngus? Fungus? Right on, Hunter. That'll be fun. Let me know how it goes with perfect efficient, huh? Are you going to use survivalist
Identified.
specialization there, Hunter? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, if you're fighting the there's our ammo. Oh, I was gonna say the capacitor is also really nice.
Reinforcements en route.
$27 million. Idiot just blew herself up. nice not having to reload. So the decoy kind of glitches with that, by the way. So you might not want to run the decoy with this.
Reinforcements in place.
With hotshot, you do want to kind of slow down just a little bit so that you can try not to miss a shot. You never have to reload, but the reload's not. It's not like it's a slow reload, anyways. There's a boss, 29.5.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
If you go too fast, you end up missing, and then you miss out on your free reloads. It's got to slow down just a little bit for this one. Oh, really? This grenade made it up here? Wow. He's a boss. See, there's a miss. That's bullshit. Totally landed that.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
But you got enough rounds in the mag that you end up getting the reload anyways back. Really easy, right? It's crazy. I mean, sniper builds are just nuts in this game. They always have been. Always. And they only got stronger, which is just more insane.
I can't believe it. We won.
Yeah, I mean, it does get easier, the sniping, once you land your first headshot. It's really the first one that's hard. Because there's a silent buff from Headhunter. And you'll notice it when you use it a lot. But Headhunter, you'll notice after that first one, like, did my handling just get better? It did. You'll notice it's tighter. Start landing, chain killing a lot easier. It's weird. But yeah, it's in there. That's why it makes me look like way better than I actually am at sniping. I mean, I'm well rehearsed. I snipe a lot, but you know, the decoy and Headhunter make me look good because they both help out your weapon handling, or I should say your shots on target. So the decoy changes AI behavior. They start acting less erratic and walking in straight lines, making them easy targets to pick off. And then Headhunter helps your weapon handling. So together, I'm gonna actually do one more control point with this. Yeah, the M700 Cassie, that's like the same basically. The difference is what, 100,000, you know, in damage, which is not that much. My favorite is the SRS sniper, which is the same version as the Mantis. But since it doesn't technically operate any different than the SR1, I promote the SR1 a lot lately. You might as well, if you're gonna, you know, extra damage. The reason why it's technically not my favorite is just because it's not as good looking. It's kind of an ugly sniper. That matters to me. I kill better when my sniper looks good. True story. Ooh, all right, it's gonna be a fight. We got a resource convoy. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna lose my headshot stacks here because I tossed that out. But it's gonna keep them in order, so.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
That's right, bitches.
Civilians in distress.
So you can see how you can just get massive XP with this build, right? I do like my other build better because it's more dynamic. Where this one, you're mostly playing from cover because you chose distance and power over added survivability. And obviously snipers don't run and gun that well. Like another convoy.
Reinforcements incoming. Hostiles detected. Civilians in danger.
Where are they coming from? Where's the convoy? Oh, there they are.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
That's how you get XP, people. We're gonna get a boss.
Heavily armored hostile detected. Civilians in distress.
There it is. It's a crazy build. I mean, it's fast. You got nice reach, right?
Incoming hostiles detected.
And oh, so satisfying, by the way. Oh, so satisfying. Crunch. Crunch.
Armored hostile detected.
Okay, so that's my recommended sniper build.
Hostiles.
You will have fun.
Nearby. Supply room access unlocked.
Yeah. You're right, youngest. That's the right choice. Function over form, no doubt. I'm just silly that way. No, not really. Well, I am. But the idea is really that, for me, like, it gets much more complicated than that. You're either, it's that It's that golden rule I have with my sniper builds, which is you're either one-shot killing or you're not. And so you're either one-shot killing elites or you're not. You're either one-shot killing elites on heroic or you're not. Or either one-shot killing elites in legendary or you're not. So I have these thresholds. And so is the extra sniper damage, 100,000, between the SRS and the SR1, enough to break into the next threshold? The answer is usually no. You usually need a lot more than that because of your multipliers. So, like 300,000 more or some shit like that, you know? That's why you can drop all the way down to basically the scalpel level, whatever, the 308. It's like the weakest you can pretty much go and still be consistent. All the 700s are basically the same. And so what you're really evaluating in the end are mods and reload time. That's really what you're looking at. Not damage, because all the top tier, I mean, whether you're using the Hunting 44, the White Death, the M44 Custom, the SR1, the SRS, the Model 700, the M700, the SRS A1, whatever it's called. Like, they're all the same. They all do the same job at the same level. So what you're really looking at, again, is just the mods, you know, and the reload. So which one's got the best reload? Which one's got the most ammo, sorry. And then which one has the best mod configuration? So some of them will have an under rail, some of them won't. Some of them only have 3 mod slots, some will have 4 or 5, whatever. Yeah, you need to add it to your library. Pip's got you back there. And then, but it does drop. Yeah, determined will drop in the open world or whatever.
If you know what's good for you, you'll hit that like, subscribe, and then join the channel.
Hostile control point detected.
All right, let's work on the next one, shall we? Okay, so we got a sniper build. We got my advanced XP farm build. Now let's do our other XP farm build that also works for new players. And by the way, this one is also top tier legendary build. So it's a double-edged sword, okay? Find it here. This one. So it's a double-edged sword. So this is both a top-tier legendary build, group play in any level of content, and also happens to be one of the best options for solo XP farming. The only thing different is, I mean, you can still do this, but because I'm running directives, I'm leaning on the pistol. Because I'm leaning on the pistol, I get an extra... let me just back up a couple of steps here. So the only thing different on the way I'm using this from for XP farming versus legendary is that I'm leaning on the pistol. Now you can still lean on the pistol in legendary, but you're better off using the Scorpio to help your team out there. But I'm using the pistol because we're running the ammo directive, because we're running all 5 directives. Does that make sense? And so I then that opens me up to be able to put on an armor core here, which is kind of nice. So what I'm going to do here is demonstrate this for XP on XP farm style, and then just leave it for your imagination when it comes to legendary. I think there's no surprises here that this is a pretty good legendary build. Let me clear some junk out of my way here. Do I have a vid on that sniper build? Yes. It's a tiny twist. The one that I did was the strongest sniper in the game. So I'll share that one with you. And so there's just one piece that'll be different, and then I'm running the Model 700. So like I said, you could just run whatever sniper you actually want to. Let me find it. Here it is. Okay, here's the strongest sniper build link, which is that build with one piece different. So just add that fourth piece if you want it. But I will be doing a video on this, all of these. Guess I can delete some of these. So let's look at our materials real quick. So what were we out of? Oh, they were weaves, right? Where does that sit? 881. So we only got 9,600 to go. Something like that. 8,200. 8,129. Something like that. Which actually happens faster than you think. I fill up on those. I used to fill up on those daily, and I'd have to donate into my expertise. Okay, so we are going to change our map. We can keep all global directives, but we're going to go to challenging for XP farming. If you didn't know, that is what I recommend for new players, because control points can be a little bit difficult and they don't work with this build. So, because elites have more resistance to status effects, and you would end up having to use your gun a lot, and you don't have the ammo because you're running 5 directives, so on and so forth. So you need to drop down on challenging, but the XP per hour is the same. It's the same. It's crazy. But what we're going to do here is demonstrate on, what do you call them? So the farm is public executions. So let's find one. I want to keep it close. So we can go to, I guess. Oh, you know what? Before we go, let's be smart and make sure our weapons are the right setup. Yeah, I love... That's funny, your name. I love Black Woman. Is that a picture of a butt? Anyways, totally right there. Okay, so we got shotguns and pistols. Good. Yeah, once you get that headshot, you're golden in most cases, right? And so it's sort of how many shots you want to take to get that headshot. Now, if you integrate your Nemesis or your TAC 50, then it doesn't really matter what sniper you use, right? You don't even have to use a sniper. You can use your pistol and chain kill everything. So that's the secret to sniping, really. It's just like, you're so overpowered. Just start with the TAC 50 and then, you know, shit. And then switch to your go-to sniper, get another headshot, and then you're crazy. Okay, so I did a whole video on XP farming recently. It's how to get your watch to 1,000 fast and easy. So we'll just do a little demonstration because this is mostly focusing on the builds. But this is, again, a legendary build. It will work for legendary. And then we're going to be using it here for XP farming demonstration. Normally I would have ammo on my special weapon. We don't have that yet, but is that a good guy or bad guy? So this first one is will be slower than the rest because I don't have special ammo yet.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
There we go. That's it. Activity done. That's how fast they go. And then what I do is I collect the bounties. So I take, oh, we just got an exotic, a mosquito. See that? And so I take the bounty, but then I cancel it. So I collect them for later. And then I abort the bounty. And so you basically just keep doing this activity over and over. You just travel all around. But you want this special ammo right here, specialization ammo. That's what I grabbed. And so we'll show you what that looks like. But that's so we can use a flamethrower. The flamethrower is a beast. It allows you to rush, basically. Looking for another one. You kind of get momentum with these. You know, you can have your moments of slowness, but eventually they start showing up everywhere. There's one. I like to stay down in the southern regions, so you don't get those annoying rusher dudes up here. The ones that blow up on you. They can be a pain in the butt. Oh yeah, there's a new one, squad. I'm working on it. The music is actually done. I'm just working on the animations for the video. Any day. That's how close I am. Probably by Tuesday. So I'm trying to get ahead of the next season so I don't get too overwhelmed busy, because when the season drops, we got so much to do. I usually deliver them, as you know, with seasons, but I'm trying to deliver it ahead of the season, so that's kind of my motivation. So yeah, the music's ready, just getting it packaged up for the video side, which is like 85% done. Oh, I got squeezed by these guys, but I'm seeing me. This sucks. I mean, you could do the resource convoy, but just try to keep it consistent here. Let's keep it focused. There we go.
A hostile control point detected.
So you want your pistol? Let's take that purple guy. Pistol's kicking in sync.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Where?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
There it is. See, that would have gone a little bit faster technically. There's another group here, so. But that's all you need to do, and then you can bounce. So that's the build.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
So notice I don't even use my other skill. Yeah, the other skill is just in case of emergencies, which would be like this. And that's why I don't use it, because fuckers dodge it. But it is good. It is good to use. It's just that sometimes your depth perception can be off, and then you miss, and it's just annoying. Or they'll roll out of it.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I'll just finish this fight since we're here.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Really? Where's their package? Oh, there it is. Did I get it? I got it. XP farm build, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, New York can be good too. Yeah, a lot of little activities squished together. Morton, what's up? Welcome, man.
Ha! That's my boy!
Morton in the house. So we got this mosquito. It's got damage to target side cover. Maybe I should save it. I think my other one's got something different, maybe. It's 3 a.m. there. Where are you at? You in the UK? Probably, huh? Okay, so we're gonna get out of here now. Let me just make sure I have this saved somewhere. I should, but where was it? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so change global difficulty. Let's put it back on heroic. Actually, let's go here. Tanky. Hey, I'm gonna do the Manning Zoo on heroic. If anybody wants to do it, it's a longer one. It's part of the project. Degenerate Gamer, yes, I will be doing an SHD exposed one, which that's Tuesday, right? Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a crazy busy week though. I'm kind of scared. So because X Defiant launches, I think that's Tuesday, right? On the 21st. I think it's the same day, which sucks. Why did they launch on a Tuesday? But I'll be able to stream both and all that stuff. So, but it's mostly getting that video out in the morning so that everybody's armed, ready to go. I think X Defiant goes live at 10 a.m. I think. I have to look. Okay, so are we in DPS phase? So we got okay, we got to do the incursion build next. Let's do that. Which also works for heroic content, by the way, but I think this is it. Yeah. Yep. I'll give you guys an alternate on the weapon. Firewall. So make sure we got the right things. Yeah. Okay. But I think the Incursion is a good build to make sure everybody has loaded up. Okay, so this is the go-to Incursion build. And the Incursion plays really nice with SMGs, but you do also want to have an assault rifle version of this. And for the assault rifle version, the St. Elmo's is the one. And as an alternate SMG, the Banshee is pretty good. And we were running it with Strain last time, and I thought that went really well. You could also go Killer if you wanted to. But for the Incursion, you may not want that. But otherwise, the Ouroboros, once you get it. But so yeah, this will work really well for the Incursion because they're really tanky. And so getting your chest piece stacks is actually pretty darn easy. But even with the Ouroboros, even in heroic content, which I'll show you here, it's also really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and take the armor off because that's how we normally run this. In heroic content, though, oops. You could totally leave the armor on, but just to make sure we're kosher for the Incursion, I'm going to take it off. So I'm running Firewall so that we get this additional damage from the shield. That's because in Incursions, you're usually running with the healer, so you don't need the armor on kill. Otherwise, armor on kill is a great option to go if you're going to stick to heroic. So that way you don't have to worry about micro damage. But then we have the Reviver to pick us up when we do go down. This totally works for heroic, except you might be annoyed by the micro damage. So that's where you're gonna need some sort of armor on kill. So you can easily put Gunner there and then run a Palisades in one of these two pieces. But you're insanely strong with this build. You can literally put all armor on here and you're pretty good to go. But the backup weapon is the Lefty because this works for the Incursion really well. Also, you can use it to get stacks. And then the pistol can just be whatever, actually. But I have the TDI card. Extra skill tier. That way, when you toss out your hive, if you have that pistol in the hand, then you won't waste your hive. It'll add another pickup for you. The Coyotes to give you and your team crits. And you're playing in SMG range, so it's pretty good. So we'll run this on Heroic just for a quick demo. Let me change this out. I'm not going to run directives because it would be a pain in the ass. You can. But for me, for one, I don't use RPM-based builds for clearing directives, for XP farming. When I XP farm, obviously you have that one Eclipse build, but otherwise I use the sniper or my rifle build. I don't want to worry about ammo, you know? And that's what's going to happen on RPM setup. But if you're running like Golden Bullet or something, yeah, then maybe then you can run all directives and get your free reload. But even then, I wouldn't run there. I just don't like accidentally running out of ammo. So your angles are going to be extremely important here because you can't afford micro damage.
Reinforcements en route.
Gotta be fast. You're way overpowered for this content. You can tell because my chest piece. Ah, I thought I broke that. That's why you want armor on kill, so you don't have to worry about that. Ah, you could also just run the memento with this, and you will be fine. Handles all your needs. Armor on kill, bonus armor. I personally like taking the shotgunners out because they're pretty hard on your shields. See how easy it was for... I mean, we're slaughtering them, yet they still break my armor, right? That's why survivability is God. Is meta. You know, people always say, oh, you can run all red build and whatever. But like, nah. Yeah, if you want to use an armor kit every 3 minutes. I mean, look, we're down to 1 armor kit. And to pretend you don't take micro damage, you know. I don't know what to tell you. Expecting perfection out of an imperfect game, basically. You know what I mean? So we did it at the cost of all my armor kits, right? Let me get some of them back. But it, my point is it that required perfection out of me. You know, it required me to play fast, make smart decisions. I mean, you mess up once, then you're down. You know, and that's just not a very forgiving way to play. So my point is this is way overpowered for heroic content. Great for legendary though, and great for incursions. But if you're gonna run this solo heroic, you're just making things a little bit harder than they need to be. So add some armor on kill, add some bonus armor. It's a man boy. And plus, it's also not very easy to run directives with this setup. Just imagine getting hit with the special ammo, right? Things would have been worse.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Got a convoy coming in. Might want to take that on. Since we're here. But I need an armor kit. We need more armor kits. Too busy. Too busy over there. I'm gonna skip it.
Heavily armed. Hostile supply convoy nearby.
Okay, so that's the incursion build, which is sort of essential because it's a game mode that everybody's after. That's really why I'm adding it to the list. But the version that will be more common is going to be the, I guess, legendary DPS version, which is going to be something like this. You might have armor there, so let me find one with armor. I have one with armor. Well, I guess I can just re-roll armor on it, right? You can do that. Dump that one. Okay, I'll just load armor on it because it'll scare people. They'll be like, "You want me to get what piece?" That's a rainbow. I mean a a unicorn. Okay, so put armor back on that. There we go. 10% armor on kill. And then let's move our striker piece to, where do I want to put it on this? I guess the mask. Cool. So there's our 2 blue cores. And then I guess I can keep contract. That's usually what I do anyways. Damage to armor. What was that piece? Okay, let me actually, you know what's even better is putting on more armor on kill. It's pretty cool actually. Have you done 30% armor on kill on this build? You don't really need any more damage. You're pretty damn strong. So like the armor on kill is just nice to have going this way. I'm gonna put on gunner here. Assault rifles, shotguns, pistols, good. Let me see where to save this real quick. I can save it here. And then we will put on, the reviver actually works here because we got armor on kill, so we don't really need a healer. So I'll keep it. Put the mods here real quick. Okay, so this is basically a standard DPS build with a little nice to have survivability. So this is the piece that can change, but either way, it's a 4-piece striker with the striker backpack. So that's going to give us the weapon handling, rate of fire, and then striker's gamble, a full 100% amp damage out of it. That's what the backpack talent is doing this for us there. So it's a really good option to run. And then I'm running all 4 pieces with crits. And then the chest piece is your palisades for another 10% armor on kill with obliterate. So you need to make sure your crit chance is all the way up. I need to check my stats. And then I have the death grips for another 10% armor on kill with crits, and it gives you health too. And then gunner for another 10%. So we got 30% armor on kill with nice power and 1.1 million in armor. And then if we look at our stats and see if we're at a good spot, we're not. So let's change some of these to crit chance. That should put us there. Perfect. So that's your stats right there. And cool. Let's go run this one for a little bit longer because we can use this one for our projects. Where did we save it? There? Yeah. All right, who's with me? Team time. Team time. So we are going to go to do the outskirts project. And in order to do that, we need to complete White Oak and the zoo. So if anybody wants to run with me, no directives, we're just going to play through. I can do a team setup. I'm on the Xbox. What up, Cleveland? Doing good, my man? Welcome in. Brer Lappin. All right, that sounds cool. Let me see if I can get you here. Spell that right? Yes. Right on. Thanks for backing me up, bro. And VL Jack's in the house. Hey, VL Jack, what's up, my man? There he is. I should change my outfit, by the way. I've been wearing this for too long. I like this one. I wish I could change the mask often, though, but can't. You're stuck with it. Let's run that one. But let's put on... Oops. Let's take off this mask, which I really like, by the way. But I want to wear the glasses. So let's put on a different mask, a half mask of sorts. Yeah, that's cool. I want to look smart. It's not super hard, Danny, but to get the pieces to drop where you want them to drop, meaning like, you know, to get the assortment, that could be a pain. But if you farm, whatchamacallit? What do you call those? Legacy caches. Yeah, I'll send another invite. Bear. Maybe that one didn't go through. It happens a lot. Although it does say you're offline. Okay, let me know if you get that bear. Either way, it's cool, man. I'll invite you. It's all good. Yeah, I know the deal. Did you get the invite though? Hopefully.
Another agent is now in your group.
All day. All day. I think we know All Day, right? Yeah. I remember All Day. I remember him. It's VL Jack's friend. All day. All day. I remember saying that every time. Last time we played together. Yeah.
Another agent has joined your group.
Hi, Burlap. Let me know if you get in or if you can. Then I'll resend that invite out. I'll kick the guy if I need to.
Get control of the monorail system in order to reach her. The main entrance will be well guarded, but it's the easiest way in, and they won't be expecting company.
Yeah, I did a video on it. I mean, it's not a guarantee. Yeah, but they do come. Well, we're gonna do Camp White Oak. So if this person drops, then I'll invite you. But we're gonna do Camp White Oak next. So this mission takes about 25 minutes or so, depending. I guess. I don't remember. Kind of guessing there. I actually don't remember. And then we can do some legendary too. Miker, what's up, bro? Miker in the house. We need to do another incursion run here soon, huh? Maybe next Thursday or Friday or something like that. Divvy out some Ouroboros for the community. I don't like it to do it too often because it's kind of tedious. You know, to rally all the crew. Mostly the list of people that need it. But I'm happy to do it. Surprised he didn't die sooner. What the fuck? Somebody behind me? What the fuck? Oh, they're downstairs. Get me off. It's been a while since we've done this on heroic. Deep sea? Big Tay? Big Tay? What a man. I like saying your name too. Big Tay is like all day. All day? You know what? I was just saying the same thing, Miker. I like soloing this for the league. It's an actual good challenge to get that time, right?
We'll give him a nice, warm welcome.
Is this the one where we get mortars? I hate that mortar thing. Oh, he's wearing a cowboy hat, Mr. Punisher. Look at him.
Rainer, what's your status?
Yo, Jack, you're on fire.
Rainer, come in. Shit.
Low-level radio repeater detected. Pinpointing location.
A repeater. The outcast must be using it to boost the range of their comms. Taking that equipment offline will make it harder for them to coordinate against you.
VL Jack looks like he knows what he's doing. Maybe we should follow him. Mad Bomber. His name is Good Dick Alex. That's funny, man. Unless it's not. We're like, no, my name's actually Dick. Which I get. Okay.
This is Hostiller. We need backup. Anybody in range of the Savannah exhibit, head there now. Everybody else, fall back to the engineering and make sure no one gets through.
St. Elmo's is always a pleasure to use. It really is. Just shoot straight.
You should be able to fry that repeater by overloading the power supply.
An agent needs assistance.
A lot of them, huh? Really, sniper? God, he's dodgy. This is an ammo suck right here. The range we're playing at, so much ammo is being used.
Radio repeater disabled.
That'll cut the range of their comms significantly. Keep going. You should be coming up on a monorail station soon.
I want them to do something more with
Overlooking it.
Camp White Oak. I really like that mission. The layout's nice. It's nice to fight on a campus too. Where this one sort of feels like a campus, but everything's so circular. It's actually not that many good cover points. You figured that out the hard way when you play it on Legendary, right? Cruise control.
Ha! That's my boy!
Thanks, man. Nice words. It feels good because it takes a lot of work. So I appreciate the nice thoughts. And all of you guys that stick with me for so long. I guess we're ready, huh? So I think if you rush that door, you can get them all trapped in there. You just have to watch your back because there's a wave that comes through. So let's try rushing the door. That's the wave you gotta watch out for. Hey, exotic. I've been lucky on the exotic front lately. which is good because I'm actually trying to fill up on exotics. So it's the Scorpio. Ooh, legendary boundaries would be a good idea. I like that idea.
We're in position. Anybody seen anything? Hey, say again. I didn't get any of that. Anybody copy? Hello? Shit.
You did some spending then, huh?
Right by that monorail station.
Right on.
The control room is just on the other side of
I mean,
the
500 or 50? I imagine when you say 50, you spent a lot. That's kind of what today's about. We've been talking about getting gear up to level 12. And I'm going to be talking about when to do that. When's an appropriate time to start investing into gear. Because it's not something we promote. But eventually you do. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, fucking close.
Listen, they know about the monorail. You need to shut it down. Is anybody reading this? Disable the motherfucking monorail.
Special ammo, special ammo.
Agent down.
Use them right away, huh?
See if you can patch Isaac into the control board.
Justin, what up? Oh, you're from Massachusetts, huh? Is that what that is, or is that Maine?
Interfacing.
Yeah, I do too. Feel bad when you crush a key exotic for new players. I know. Especially the memento.
They're coming! Oh, hell!
Right on, Justin. Yeah, the Lady Death is a great idea for that. The Lady Death is good for XP farming too, actually. Just to move around faster. Even on that Eclipse build I was running earlier.
Guess they weren't taking any chances. But you're inside the barricade. You should be able to make it the rest of the way on foot.
It's crazy easy compared to Legendary. This is so hard on Legendary, this mission. Except I don't quite remember what happens there.
Show them we're not afraid of them. Make them fear us.
I didn't get armor on kill on that. I didn't get the kill, I guess. Didn't get it there either. There it is. Finally got a kill. Yeah, it's the Eclipse build that I ran for the XP farm video where it says 1,000 SHD levels fast. TDI card pistol. Vial with the flamethrower. Okay, end phase.
Hold the line! Don't let them through! For Emily!
Emily! Badass looking train, huh? Oops. Sitting there looking at the train. That's a cool looking train though. Never really looked at it.
You're nothing! This means nothing!
Here we go. Oh yeah, I ran that build today too, Justin. I was that's part of what we're doing is we're showcasing all the builds that I would recommend you put expertise into. Like go-to sort of standardized must-have type builds, you know? Which is a few of them. There's probably gonna be like 6 or so. Give or take. shit. Forgot about that thing. I'll do that. It only like me, I guess, huh? Damn it, again.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
The fucking turret. I'm like the guy.
Out of action.
Kill me if you can.
Go detected.
Yes.
The mama bears watched us. She's making sure we aren't gonna try to hurt
Bryce, yes.
That's what mothers do.
Technically, the best recommendation is World Tier 1.
Think of the
To go to
good
New
you
York?
could've done, the lives you could have saved.
World Tier 3,
She was
4,
right.
5 are
Killing her won't end the
is a
outbreak,
legacy system that
Might even
needs to be
make them more
changed,
dangerous for a
technically.
while. But without her to hold them together,
The benefit
they're
of
gonna
doing
start
that,
to unravel. What a fucking waste.
the way you did it, is you keep the story somewhat linear, but you don't miss out on anything, because when you get back, you're going to, like, when you get back to Washington, D.C. from New York, you're going to be experiencing those missions all over again. All right. Good job, boys. How long did that take us to do? 23 minutes. Yeah, so the thing is, it's not really a problem, but the thing is now you can't boost. But you can save your boost for your next character. Okay, let's we'll head back.
Is no longer in your
And then I'll invite Bray. Brer? Bray. Brer? Brer Lappin. Can I short it to Bray? Does that not make sense? And then we'll go to Camp White Oak. Where's this helicopter thing? There we go. Bray, Bray or Bray. Okay, either way, cool. Bray, Bray. Bray, Bray. Before we go, I'm going to decide which build I'm going to run. So that was mostly for demonstration purposes there. A skill build. That's what we'll run next.
Safe area detected.
Hey, let me drop you a video here. It'll break that down for you too. It's not a very long one. Level 30 boost. Here we go. All right, check that one out, Bryce. That's win to boost. It breaks down all the options, what you win, what you lose. Okay, so let's see here. I'll find somebody. Let's get Bray in the team. Yeah, looks like the right guy. So skill build time, huh?
Another agent is now in your group.
There's so many different ways to go, but I'm gonna go with a tried and true classic here. I mean, we could do Slaughter, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What skill build would I recommend? Slaughter's pretty darn good, but I think Striker is a little more vanilla, meaning a little more widespread. Where's my Striker? I guess it's... Yeah. Change that to a skill tier. And then we run the capacitor with this, so we're good there. The backup, whatever. I don't ever use it, but you know, a rifle with InSync. And then what are we running? Skill damage on this one? Oh, technically, yeah, we are. You can also go crits. There's no real wrong answer there, but I don't think I have my skill damage knee pad in here. I don't. Okay. And then, so that Palisades piece actually is the one that there is for sale, is actually a great one for this build. I shit you not. Damn you, lady. I think I left it on my other character though. Right, so let's buy a new one. This is actually a really good chess piece for skill builds. Okay, so we're gonna run this, and then just all I'm gonna do is put a skill tier on it. And you can get 10% armor on kill, and then you can get skill damage, and you got skill haste. It's perfect. And then I'll go ahead and put in some. I'll put on 1% protection from elites here because I mean I actually put 2. Because the memento is going to give you the skill haste. So you look like that. So that's 7 skill tiers, which you don't need. So that means this can technically run armor, which is nice. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and just put on a different striker knee so that I can put the right attribute there. Which I don't got. Let me craft one real quick. Instead of switching characters. Jeff! It's good. Come on. All right, fucking, I'm switching characters. I'll be right back, guys. Hang tight. Get my knee pad. There's so many skill builds. I would hate to just, you know, I'm not a big fan of traditional, super traditional skill, ballistic skill builds. I don't actually think they're as effective. They're great, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're just not that fun, and it's really nice adding some extra oomph to your primary, and you'll see in a minute why we recommend this. I mean, amp damage, you know, to your primary, it's just great. Your skills only need to be so strong. Your weapon's got to play a role. Basically, your skills are never going to outperform your weapon. Your ballistic skills. There they are. Okay. But those other skill builds, you know, traditional ballistic skill builds, you know, using a turret and a drone, they're basically good if you, you know, you kind of really, I don't know, not spending a lot of time shooting, I should say. I mean, they still work. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to say that. I'm just trying to think about like why I don't like them. Besides, they're just, you don't have to do that, you know? So you can run three-piece Empress. And then you could try to, you know, if you try to load them on with crits, well, it's just like, well, just run Striker. Forget crits. Or run Striker with crits and skill tiers. You know what I mean? Either way.
Safe area entered.
Okay. Let me jump on their party here. Oops. I'm not running the tank today. Tank, you're not here. What the? Put on Classy.
Safe area detected.
All right. We are here. We ready to go, boys? Let me, thank you.
To group leader.
Let me change the map real quick. So I don't want to go over. I don't have any issues with that. Become session owner. Global difficulties, heroic. Good. Okay. And then White Oak we go. Ooh, and it's invaded. Can it be invaded? I think it can be invaded. On hard or higher. All right, cool. So we're killing birds. Killing birds. Using stones.
We are under attack! Black Tusk elements are all over the compound! Urgent assistance needed! Repeat! Urgent!
We haven't been able to get through to anyone at Camp White Oak since that call came in. We assume Black Tusk is there to come.
All day. All right, everybody's here, locked and loaded. Let's do it.
Black Tusk attacked the camp before we could finish going through everything they left behind when they extracted us. That suggests there's information here that Black Tusk doesn't want us getting our hands on. So we need to get our hands on it.
Enemy transmission accepted.
This is Schaefer. Change of plans. I've sent in some new candidates for my unit to oversee the cleanup. Give them whatever they need. Stay out of their way.
details. Got eyes on a group of JTF hostiles by the helipad. Wait a sec. I'm not seeing any weapons. Battlefield forensics team is my guess. A few of them have cardboard boxes.
But we can't have any of our stuff walking out of there.
Copy that. Engaging. I'll start from the right, sis.
Fuckers.
The twins kind of sound hot. Gotta say. Just gotta say it. Anybody else? Am I alone? Am I alone here? I can't be alone. Somebody's gun is off the rails. Yeah, I agree with you, George. This mission's tight. Little Ghost Recon feeling, doesn't it? Somebody's gun. Reload, damn it, reload. Who is it here? I think it's you, Bray. Yeah, I think it is.
Black Tusk has overrun the facility. Need immediate assistance.
I don't know what you can do about it. Probably nothing, but just so you know. Oh, you know, I didn't check to see if my weapons were in the right settings. Hope they are. There we go. It ended.
This is nice. USMC
Nice.
facility is clean. Moving to the next target. Negative. Hold there. You've got a division element.
That was loud.
This is the real test. Leave it to me, sir.
Yeah, it's probably not really you, right? It's really the game just glitching. Like on my side, maybe not yours.
hate it when you do that creepy twitch.
Me too, me too. Good kill. Good clear.
Luke, what's your status? Just reached the lake house. Work fast, you got trouble headed your way. Nothing I can't handle, boss. Yeah, I hear that a lot from folks who end up dead a few minutes later. Spare me the
So
swag
true.
and prove you can get results.
Vital signs critical.
What the
Agent
fuck was that?
incapacitated.
A weird ass explosion. Wasn't it? The sound was weird. It sounded like his sticky bomb was what killed me. That's obviously impossible. Or is it? You know VL Jack and his hacks. He's hacking something.
Black Tusk have control of the lake house. We're falling back to the rally point. Shit! Contact front! We're cut off!
Enemy drone in the area!
Can't climb the rock. Can't climb the rock. Not well.
All clear. Good timing. Your party's about to get crashed. We'll be ready.
Sis, we've got multiple armed hostiles approaching from the southwest. Looks like JTF. I see them. I'll follow your lead. Let's give them another 15 meters so they'll be stuck in the open. Copy that.
It's a nice view here. I would like that. It's the Eagle's Nest.
I'm pinned down by the helo. Multiple snipers. My entire unit is out of action.
Targets down.
Any word on the contents of those boxes?
Assorted documents, including some maps. Also some memory sticks and hard drives.
Good work. Grab it all and scoot on out of there.
Contact imminent. Everyone get ready.
Remember your assignment. Extracting the stuff in those boxes is the priority.
Too late. They're almost on us.
clear. Clear! Room clear! Let's kill some bad guys. It's a pain in the ass when they give you this setup. For one,
My sister is down.
it seems really expensive for one exotic, you know? These projects, these are kind of longer missions, right?
Better pay.
Do not deviate from the objective, Tails.
I feel robbed.
Am I understood?
Ooh, that hurt.
Serious trauma detected. An agent needs assistance.
They're gonna keep sending them like a bunch of bozos, aren't they? There it is.
Hey, anybody copy? Anyone?
Oh, look at that Petrov.
Shit show.
The weird one.
Boss, it's Schaefer. Total washout. You want me to rebuild the unit? Stop sending me fucking clowns. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go shoot myself in the fucking head.
Poor
Sounds
guy.
like you hurt Schaefer's feelings. Good work. Keep it up.
He's sensitive. Oh, we finished the project. All right, that's good. Yay, not good. Oh, I haven't done my weekly yet. Oh, that's because it's in New York. That's right. Kind of sucks. I kind of don't want to do it. I will. I'll wait to do that for tomorrow, though. I don't feel like going to New York right now. Let's go and do a legendary. Let's go do like Roosevelt Island or something. Yeah, there's lots. I mean, take your pick, Yeppers. If you don't like the turret, I mean, you can do Seekers. Unlimited Seeker. I mean, just about any of them do, really. Let me think. The actually against the Tusk, if you just put a jammer on, that's really helpful. It doesn't get damaged though, to your point. So, you got EMP explosive, shrapnel traps, stinger hive. None of them sound as exciting though, do they? Oh, let me take off my directives. Are those my directives? No. Let me show you guys this build before I move on, but let's wait for that to kick in. Yeah, the only thing that sucks with the jammers, it doesn't get, you know, to your point, that explosive, I mean, the skill damage, because it's technically a status effect. The Demolisher, that's what you want. It's actually really good. It breaks the weak points. It's pretty damn good. Especially against everybody, because everybody's got a weak point. Yeah. I actually really like the Demolisher. It's a great skill. So undervalued. Okay, let me delete a couple of things. Let me walk you through the build, and then I'm going to change builds. Do you guys feel like there's a build that I've left out that would be like a must-have build to roll expertise on? So we got the Eclipse. We got... I mean, I don't think I'd roll like expertise on a tank build. Obviously, tank builds benefit from armor, but... I don't think I play that tank role enough to really do it. Me personally, so, but maybe you guys do. So we did a Hunter's Fury. I mean, I guess the only thing I didn't do would be like a standard SMG build. Yeah, Striker. We did that one already. An Assault Rifle Striker loadout. And then I did an Incursion SMG Striker loadout. And then for Hunter's Fury, technically, I should probably do a Hunter's Fury crit build for you guys too. It's pretty standard. I don't necessarily have to showcase it, but it would look like this, right? Except with crits. This is a headshot version. But Hunter's Fury is OP. You would probably want to do that. I did the Hunter's Fury XP build, which is important to me in our community. And then I did a hot shot build. Here's the assault rifle one I did. Of course, all red. It's all red, but it changed because we're changing builds. Did the Eclipse. Yeah, that's probably the only one I haven't done is the Hunter's Fury. But we're going to do a legendary, so I guess I'm going to run... a sniper build. Yeah, that sounds kind of fun. Salty? I believe, Salty. I believe. Let's do, what do you guys think? Roosevelt? Let's see what's going on. We got Roosevelt. Oh, that's also invaded. It's restricted by DCD, so we gotta do, I gotta do my invaded still. We can do invaded tomorrow, I guess. Invadeds in the New York. I don't feel like another heroic. Let me just look at my technician specialization and see if I had that set right, by the way. I did. Okay, good. Shall we, gents? Shall we do a little legendary run?
The outcast built up their stronghold.
Still saying outcast. Let me make sure that's right. Welcome in, Kels5.
I know the area intimately. We believe that capturing Roosevelt Island, neutralizing Emmeline Shaw, the outcast leader, will seriously weaken the faction and may even cause it to disintegrate.
Oh, I put on the wrong one. I mean, this one works, but I wanted the other one. This one. And then we'll run the Nemesis as a backup, and let's go.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Oh, I forgot to walk through that build, and I took it off. My bad. Don't worry, I'll do a video on it. Pretty standard, pretty. Standard compared to what, Tux? I know. How did that not break his fucking head off?
Agent down.
Come on, get up. Show me that head. So annoying, these two. Come on. God, she's the worst. Got her. Now we gotta kill that medic. There he is, medic down. Medic down. Nice one with the Artificer hive there. It's totally helpful. I think it's 8, Yeppers. I think it might be 8. Fuck, I missed that? Fuck. Stupid that was a body shot. My ass. Saw his head.
An agent needs assistance.
Where's this punk ass? Oh, he's way the fuck back there. I got the boys on the tower. I love how she never comes out of cover. There she is. Dog down.
An agent needs assistance.
So we gotta take the healing station down here. That guy.
Agent down.
Fuck. Missed it by a millimeter. How are you not dead yet? There it is. It's basically the only time I break out the Nemesis. When Z-Chungas come. It's all good, Brer. Got it done. Shit happens. Doing good, kills. We're having fun. Working through some builds. Getting ready for another video for the community. Fucking bulletproof bushes. Bullshit. Still more? Ah, sneaky. Right on, Knocked. It's nice, man. Cushy job when you can listen to video game streaming. Right on. That's the right kind of work. None of that 3 grenade bullshit on my watch. Yeah, that artificer eye is really nice on the decoy. So nice. Stays up forever. So helpful. It's like adding a 5th player to your team, you know? That decoy. One more person to share the spread of bullets. Ah. Fuck you. Yeah, you don't want to get on that tower when there's a sniper in town. Oh, dead fast. All right, let's do this, boys. Tanny! What's good, Tans? So I'm gonna eye fight from back here. Really? Somebody's up there killing chungas and shit. Nice job. These guys don't have a chance without the healing stations, so I think there's one down, but usually more. There it is. Good clear. Good clear. How can you not love a sniper build in the Division 2? Honestly, and there's people that don't. A lot of people that don't. They weren't always good, but ever since Headhunter came out, and for me, the Mantis, that combo is what turned me into sniping. But I love sniping in any game. It's my go-to. Love looking down scope and popping heads, whatever game I'm playing. So, Starfield, Call of Duty, you name it. Fuck this, we're coasting through like it's heroic. Ooh, that's a nice TKB. Maybe somebody will want that. Got a good TKB on the drop here if anybody wants it. Try the TKB with Stabilize if you haven't done so. Mystic Megan. I've done a few of them. Yeah, I break out the deflector shield. I'm very particular on the way I build them. Okay, let's change our skills here. I like running them with the Ridgeways Pride. Because it's probably one of the most unique setups. Because it deflects back bleed. And then I like it with the Liberty, actually. And then, which chest piece do I run it with? Really? don't know how that. Ooh. I think it's the Habsburg backpack that I run. I think that's the perfect. Is that the perfect creeping death one? I think so. Oh, they were just outside my range. It does, Mystic, but it's kind of a trap to roll into too much skill damage. It's sort of your last priority. You want to think of it as a pistol build first, a tank build second, and then a skill damage. Because you need lots of armor for you, and then you need lots of armor for the shield. But the shield obviously can go up with 6 skill tiers, but the shield will also get a 6-tier shield with armor cores too. So the best way to roll it is, in my opinion, the 6 armor cores. And then I run the Liberty to keep that shield strong because it can break. It's intended to break, so it's not like your Bulwark, right? That is invulnerable. So if you're taking the Legendary, you know, look out. It can work, but you'd spend a lot of time hiding behind shit. Kind of makes it feel a little pointless. And then protection from elites. You take a lot of damage in the head from elites. And a lot of people will try to convince you there's like tricks around that, but they're all kind of dumb. I mean, climb a 3-story building and hold your shield over your head and they won't be able to shoot you. It's like, yeah, situational. How's that a miss? And then I roll headshot damage and then skill damage everywhere on top of it. That's what I do. Headshot damage, skill damage. And that's my favorite version of the build. Headshot damage, skill damage, 3-piece Empress, and then Habsburg, perfect Habsburg backpack, the perfect version. And then Ridgeway's Pride on the chest. Nice electric. Yeah, I go all skill damage, and yeah, that's my favorite build. I'll drop you a link as soon as we're done if I can find it. Okay, we'll just hang right on the other side of this wall is where we usually go. I'll take care of the NPCs until we get the drones down. Watch out for those tanks, apparently, huh?
An agent needs assistance.
Helicopter, helicopter.
Vital signs critical. Agent down. An agent needs assistance.
Fuck her. Fuck, every time I get up there, he shoots at me.
Detected. Agent down.
Decoy up in a second. Hold on. Decoy up. Fuck. There's a fuck up right there. I had it. Oh, my vigilance went down. Otherwise, I would have had him there. It's all right. There it is. Good one. 30 minutes, maybe? Less? I don't know. Felt fast. Yeah, that helicopter, yeah. We had it stayed alive a little longer. Because when I run a sniper build, I try not to shoot the helicopter. I could apply damage to it, you know, headhunter stacks, but I feel like a sniper does a really a better job in legendary, you know, clearing out those NPCs and then kind of let the other team do it. But nice. Good one, guys. 29 minutes. Yeah, almost 30 minutes. Not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's where I will bid you adieu. You guys rock. Thank you for helping me clear that content. VL Jack all day and Bray. But before I go, I'm going to fast travel to the White House, and then I'm going to share that build with you, Megan, and everybody else. Let me see here. Ridge rate, let's see. It's a deflector build, right? I got a bunch of them. What's the latest one? This one? Yeah, it's probably the latest one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, perfect creeping death. It's a little bit of a farm build. You know what I mean? Because there's some pieces here you're like, oh man. But it's pretty damn good this way. I think it's my favorite version of all the versions I've made. I'll share the other ones too, but that's my favorite of all the ones. And then here's one that it's also an explainer. I always feel like I have to explain the deflector shield build to everybody because there's flaws with it. And then I've done several of them, but I'll just post these three because I think the first one is... I'll just post all of them. Fuck it. This one I'm posting here is like my favorite one, but it's like my favorite one, but it's a little easier to farm, I think. Yeah, the deflector shield is no means OP, all right? So the truth on the deflector shield, I break it out like once a season at best because it's just fun. It's fun, but by no means is it overpowered. It's not good in group, really. And, you can, if you specialized in it, you could get good with it, but it's very situational. The shield breaks. It's not like the bulwark. And a lot of you is exposed, right? There's a lot more of you that's exposed. And you can only use a sidearm. So there's just little nuances. It doesn't work with in sync. Or halfway works with InSync. So you can't run Headhunter with it because the shield will take it. Randolph!
Did we just become best friends? Welcome to the Players Club.
Appreciate you, Randolph. Thanks for supporting, man. Welcome aboard. So yeah, the deflector is just not that good. And more importantly, this is the worst thing about it, is that when it comes to clearing content, it takes forever with that thing. Like to do a control point, just a standard control point, probably like 3-4 times as long with the deflector. And then when you see people using it in Legendary and they're hiding behind a wall with just a little bit of their shield peeking out, and then they're shooting with their pistol, breaking their fingers. It's like you might as well just throw a skill out there like a turret and just hide behind the wall that way. It's going to do more damage. And the reason why it's not good, the number one reason why it's not a really good skill is because the amount of times where enemy are actually shooting the shield is like minimal. It's minimal. And so it's the elite and legend, especially in heroic, which we do a lot of, in the open world especially, elites don't shoot at it. It's rare. They'll shoot at you. They'll shoot at your head. And sometimes they'll accidentally shoot at your shield, but it's rare that they will. And then non-elites almost exclusively shoot at your shield. But in heroic open world content, there's not very many of them. And then in legendary, your shield can't take that much damage because you're not invulnerable. It's not the bulwark shield. So even if non-elites are shooting at it and deflecting bullets back, your shield will break before you'll get multiple kills. And so you end up having to pump in a lot into your shield, and to the point where it's just like you're pulling away damage because you want to teeter-totter damage and tank. And so I've tried all of those. I've done them all. I've done the Bulwark. I've done the Foundry set with it. I've done Hunter's Fury with it. I've done everything. I've done everything with that set, and I've just come down to a recipe for that build, and it's like, hey, it's a pistol build first, so your pistol needs to deliver kills. It must kill that pistol. And so the Liberty does a damn good job of doing that. It'll get headshot kills, and it'll heal your shield also. You know, so it is fun, you know. Yeah, so Mystic, that's what I was saying. You have to balance the tankiness of the shield with the damage output of your build. And so that's why the deflector build that I posted first is the best one, because it does that all really nicely. And at the expense of some difficult to farm pieces. So it's running three piece Empress. And the Empress, it has an armor core, skill damage, and headshot damage, which isn't the hardest thing to get. It's just that it's very specific. And so you're farming for very specific pieces, but they're not rare. I get them all the time. It's just specific. So as soon as you start looking for those items, you can be like, man, I'm never getting this to drop. But when you're not looking for it, you've probably gotten hundreds of them. And so anyways, that's key for that build. If you can get that, because you're getting the skill health from Empress, which is important for your shield because it's a skill. And then you're also getting the efficiency and the damage, which is probably even more because didn't they buff it? Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. And then the armor is going to give you armor, and it's going to push your shield to a 6 skill tier. And then the Ridgeway's Pride on the chest, I think is what I was running on that. I actually don't remember the build fully because it's been a while since I've done that. Let me click on it. Definitely the Habsburg backpack, perfect creeping death. So which means I'm probably running the Ridgeway's Pride on that. Yeah, okay. And then the Punch Drunk Mask. So again, you want that pistol to slap. Providence, Habsburg. Oh, I'm not running DNH on that one. Oh, good. Never mind. That's an easy one for you to build in. Which is the one that was... Maybe it was the one before that. Let me look in the... Okay, it's the one. The second link is the 3-piece Empress. So that's crazy. Sorry, I was explaining that backwards. So the last one I made was my favorite one. But I like all of them. They're different. They are distinct. The first and the second link are different builds. What was I running for the chest piece on the second build? She also was running Spotter, but I don't know why I was running Spotter. Oh, it's because of the skill I was running. Okay. Perfect Spotter. That's right. Okay, yeah. I stand by that still. I was like, why was I running a Spotter? It's because I'm running the Tactician drone. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, yeah. And Bray, you could also run that with True Patriot, Ongoing Directive, which is a little bit harder. And then, of course, the one we were running last night, which is Striker. The original one I made is with True Patriot. That's pretty cool because you're giving your team also the amplified damage buff and protection from the enemy's buff. Some explosions and shit like that. And it's, you know, True Patriot's just really easy to activate. You just point and shoot. Yeah, the problem with Ongoing Directive is, of course, the status effect. You could get that to work with the shield, though. Actually, it would be kind of interesting with that. Because you'd be putting amp damage in your pistol. And I would still run Ridgeway's Pride. So you're deflecting that that bleed. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then you could put... The problem is, like, bonus armor is a big deal. Some sort of armor is a big deal. Some sort of heals is a big deal. So Ridgeway's is giving you heals, but is it enough? And so the reason why the first one... Let me explain this first. The reason why the first link is my favorite one is because of its time to kill. It's really fast time to kill. You know, Lando's headshots. Now, the Liberty technically is a body shot pistol, but it does a really good job at killing with headshots. And so the problem is well, it's not a problem, but the thing is that when you stack shots on the body and then you shoot them in the head, it'll clear the stacks and heal your shield. So even though you're using the Liberty and going for the head, you inevitably hit their body anyways from time to time, which is enough to continuously heal your shield. So it's like body, body, head, 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 body, body. And so every now and again, you're just throwing these heals towards your shield. It's a faster way to regen your shield, even if you're doing it unintentionally. Explore it, explore it, explore it. Just remember, if you can just remember this one part of the equation, then from there, you can go any way. Pistol build first, tank build second, skill build third. If you go all into skill damage, you're going to be extremely squishy, and it's going to still take you hours to clear content because they don't shoot at your shield long enough, and you just diverted all your damage to your shield, and it's not putting out damage because it requires people to shoot at it in order for it to put out damage. So you need to realize that your pistol is doing the majority of the damage. But when they're wailing on your shield, boy, oh boy, does it feel good. All right, everybody, you have a good night. I'll leave you with that. Catch you later.